everybody! Now that you have your item wrapped with your rubber bands, you're ready to prepare the die and go ahead and tie dye. But first things first, whenever you touch the die, is you want to make sure you put on your gloves first. That way your item gets tie-dyed and your skin does not get tie-dyed. So go ahead and put on your gloves. Next thing you want to do is prepare your tie-dye. So I have 3 colors here. I have a neon yellow, an orange, and a blue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew the lid of the bottle. I'm going to take my water and I'm going to fill it up to this fill line at the top here. I'm going to then screw on the lid of the bottle and I'm going to make sure it's on really tight, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to shake it up and I don't want to get dye all over me leaking out of the bottle. Okay, so our orange is good. We're going to repeat that next with our blue one. Again, I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to make sure it's on really tight because I'm going to shake it up. And last, I'm going to do my neon yellow green, but you can do as many colors as you would like. Sometimes people even like to mix colors. Make sure the lid's on tight and shake it up. Okay, so now I have my colors ready. I'm going to go ahead and take my tie-dyed item. So I like to think as the rubber bands as a divider between the colors. You don't have to do it that way. There's no wrong way to do tie-dye, but when we put our colors too close together, sometimes it can look muddy. So that's why I like to have the rubber bands as the dividers. I went ahead and did a striped one. So my t-shirt is going to be striped horizontally. So I'm going to alternate my colors for my different stripes. So first I'm going to start with blue. I'm going to take the cap off. And these squeeze bottles make it really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the dye. I want to make sure that it gets really saturated. And make sure you get the back of it too. Okay, let's see. Ooh, some in here too. Okay, I think my blue looks pretty good. I can always come back and add more. See why I wore my gloves? That way I don't look like a Smurf. My next one I'm going to do, I think, is orange. Took the cap off, and now I'm going to make this stripe orange. And I'm going to roll it over again to get the bottom. Okay. Now on to the green. Ooh, this is going to be really cool because it's really bright. Okay. You don't have to do it this way, but I think I'm going to repeat my order. So next is blue. This is why we wear old clothes, because tie-dye gets really messy, but it's super fun to do. I think I used up my blue actually. That's okay. Next is orange. After orange is green. Okay. And then I'll mix up some more blue and I'll come back and do that blue later. But you want to roll it over and make sure that you got the dye in all the places that you want. And the next thing that you want to do is take that same Ziploc bag that your dye came in and put your tie-dyed item into the Ziploc bag. Because what this is going to do when you seal it up is that it's going to keep your tie-dyed item moist for the next 6 to 8 hours. You want to let it sit and not touch it so that that dye penetrates your item. Otherwise, if you went ahead and rinsed it and washed it now, it wouldn't be very vibrant. So we're going to let it sit. I'm going to come back in 6 to 8 hours and I'm going to rinse it until you don't see any more tie-dye. You want to rinse it until the water runs clear. When you're rinsing it, make sure that you still are wearing those gloves because there's still dye in that fabric. Once it's completely rinsed and the water runs clear, you can go ahead and stick it in your washer by itself without anything else, because otherwise you run the risk of tie-dyeing your other items in your washing machine. Add just a little bit of detergent, wash it on cold, and then it'll be ready to dry and be able to wear it. So I hope that you enjoyed making your tie-dyed item. Nothing says summer quite like tie-dye. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.